Hey everybody, Game Videos here, and this time I'm playing a game called Prime World, and it's another game that I pulled down off of Steam, and it's free to play, so that means that there's an in-game store as usual. They gotta make their money somehow, right? So this is a pretty interesting game. I've heard of another game called League of Legends, and I know that it's an incredibly popular game, and it's a strategy game, and I suspect, based on the videos that I've seen of League of Legends, that Prime World is a heck of a lot like League of Legends. I don't know how far into detail League of Legends go, so I can't make a real healthy comparison, but I do know that with this game so far, it's interesting in that you have sort of a layout here where you can construct buildings, sort of like an Age of Empires type of thing, except I don't think that you really upgrade the buildings. I have not played this game far enough yet to figure out if there's upgrades and stuff like that that you can purchase. I just know that there are different buildings that you can purchase that helps either your characters recover, or it produces different resources that you need. Like this one here is a spinnery. It produces silk, and silk is used to construct other buildings that you can put down that furthers your abilities for your characters. And as far as the characters go, there are heroes that you have in this game, and you select whichever hero that you want to send off into battle, and apparently that is sort of like the leader, the one that you kind of control, and all the other NPCs that are in involved in the battle that you're in sort of act autonomously. Although I did notice that there were a couple of other characters that were in there that looked a lot like heroes that sort of followed your guy around. So you're the leader as you're fighting against the forces of, I don't know if they're evil or they just want to try and take over or whatever. And you can fight either against bots or you can fight against other players, because this is an online game, so you have the ability to team up with other people also. So you can, I don't know if you can do one-on-one or if it's team versus another team when you're playing against other people. There's a lot that I have to learn about this game before I can really state what types of flexible combat system is available. So when you have a hero, this is like, it's pretty complicated, and I'm glad that they have a tutorial that kind of walks you through it. These little NPC guys that are over here right now are waiting for me to complete some quests that I was conducting earlier, as it kind of held my hand to get me up to speed on what exactly you have to do. So you got your hero here, and he's got all these stats. When you level up your hero, excuse me, when you level up your hero, you get mastery points, and those mastery points allow you to boost up your stats. I know it says level 36 hero, but I'm not really sure what that means, because I know I'm not level 36. So I'm pretty sure that Stormthrower, my guy, is a level 1 hero. Or maybe he's level 36. I don't know. I have two heroes, so maybe he's this guy. I don't know. It's confusing. It hasn't explained exactly what this right here is yet. But I'm gonna assume that I'm still level. Well, it says 2, so I don't know. This is really confusing. All I know is that when I leveled up and I hit level 2, I wound up with some mastery points, and I was able to go ahead and boost up my strength, which apparently is important for this. Wherever it's got a check mark, that indicates that it's important stat for that particular character. So like this guy, the Wolf Dancer is more interested in agility and stamina, whereas the Stormthrower is more interested in cunning and will. But they're both dependent on strength, and I think health is kind of obvious. All your characters are going to find health important. And then there's the talent tree. The talent, it's not really a tree. It's sort of like, again, I think this is like League of Legends. I was watching a video of League of Legends, and as the fight progresses, I think what winds up at least in this game anyways, and I'm assuming League of Legends also, as the fight progresses, different levels unlock. So you're able to slot these different abilities or passive abilities, and then you can go ahead and use them. And this is, from what I can tell, pretty important. So as you're leveling and you unlock all these different abilities for the different levels, it allows you to customize your character and make them stronger. Or perhaps for certain battles you need to go ahead and configure your talents in a specific way in order for you to have a chance at winning that battle. Again, I'm level 2. I have not progressed very far in this game, so I know that there's a lot to learn, and how to juggle these talents based on the situation is, I'm going to guess, really key to success. So right now I have a mission that I'm supposed to undertake that this guy right here gave me called Border River, and I basically just have to fight in a battle, and that is all I really need to do. And this up here is how you select what you want to fight. You can either fight against real people or you can fight against bots, and this is again how you can choose that. So for this one I'm just going to fight against bots, because I highly suspect that if I try to fight against a real person I would get my ass kicked, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing and I've just been learning, and I don't think it's wise for somebody who's just learning to go dive right into a battle against a real person who's going to know exactly what the hell to do while I'm clueless. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my Storm Thrower because he's the one I've been using, and I'm at least more familiar with him than the 0% familiar that I am familiar with this Wolf Dancer.
Destruction
so
is my
let's go ahead and choose him, and we'll go to battle.
Destruction is my craft.
Okay, so here we are, ready to go ahead and go into battle.
Way.
Doing battle lands here. And the goal is to capture your enemies, or destroy your enemies'
Absolutely.
home base,
Guards
basically.
have entered the battle.
And it's a lot like I said, I believe it's a lot like League of Legends.
On my way.
And you have to go and raise the flagpoles, or let your guys go ahead and raise it, and that advances your terrain, which gives you a little bit of an advantage. And right now these are all neutral terrain. And you see this guy, my little bot guy, Claws, going down and taking care of business for me.
The hammer falls.
First
On my
blood.
Go ahead and drag him back here to the tower. Make him retreat. So what you want to kind of do is kill off their NPCs, and as you're killing NPCs, it fills up your little talent deal.
Right away.
And also as you're killing off the NPCs, you gain points. You can see that my guys are all at least level 3.
Strike.
Just kind of dressing nicely here. And we're gonna go
Flash of lightning.
kill this person.
Thunder comes.
Now I'm getting a little
Absolutely.
low in health, so I gotta go ahead and retreat. Dying in this game is
away.
kind of rough, because when you die, your enemies are still alive, and you start getting, as you level up, you get longer and longer respawn times, allowing the enemies to kind of get a foothold, which just really sucks.
Thunder roll.
Definitely don't want to do that. I just grab some health potions, that way if I start getting low in health, at least I have something I can use to give myself
Absolutely.
health. The only problem with grabbing health pots is that it uses points from your talent pool, and I just got some more talent points, so I can go ahead and unlock some stuff here.
Thunder roll.
So I see their guys
On
are
my
destroying
way.
towers, and so far I don't know whether or not our side has got any towers.
Right away.
So unfortunately, I wound up losing that battle. I'd fought another battle before that one that I won, but I really think it's kind of luck of the draw, depending on what bots you get. Again, I'm just completely guessing because my level of experience with this game is still very, very low. I've only played it now for maybe like a day or so, and I've only fought, like I said, a couple of battles. That was my second battle. and learning the ropes is going to be key to being successful. I did upgrade my castle. Apparently this area here is considered your castle. I upgraded it by adding a couple of different resource gathering buildings, or whatever the hell they're called, structures. And you have like a mushroom farm, a spinnery, and a rubber tree, and these are all resources that you can see up here that you need in order to build other structures and advance your castle. And apparently the properties of your castle kind of influence your heroes. I still need to unravel the mysteries of how that all ties together. But if it's anything sort of like, the whole Age of Empires things, you need to have resources in order for you to win and to improve your troops and all that. So I'm guessing that they kind of borrowed from that concept and integrated that in the game. And I've been completing all these different missions that these guys over here give you. And some of them are like, since this is an online game, they expect you to work with other people. And this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. And this you cannot complete unless you can get a friend to help you with resource gathering. And by friend, they mean like, an actual person that's online in the game. And I'm not sure how that works. If you don't know anybody in real life that plays the game, you're going to have to go ahead and go into like the chat rooms here. And I don't know, sucker somebody in, rope them in, like butter them up to make them become your friend so that way they can help you with resource gathering. I'm not really sure. Again, since my experience with this game is so low, I'm not sure, what the etiquette is as far as getting somebody to help you gather resources. Do you just blind invite somebody? Not sure. All in all, though, this game I could see this game for somebody who is really into strategy games. This is going to be right up their alley because there's so much involved that it's pretty overwhelming at first. And if you're not familiar with these types of games, the learning curve is going to be pretty steep. But luckily, they do have the NPCs that kind of guide you through and handhold you, at least through the basic elements of it. And it's not like you're thrust into the you don't have to go into the PvP stuff. You can just do what's called the challenges. Depending on whether or not you choose your bots or if you choose to open up the game to allow other people to play, is how you do single player versus grouping up with other real people. And there's different levels. So like the green is the easy, blue is normal, and then you can go into purple, which is hard mode. And if it's going to be like any other game, the harder levels give you greater rewards, which makes sense. I haven't played anything other than the easy level. And again, I've only played 2 battles, so I keep repeating myself when I say that my level experience with this game is next to non-existent, except for the slight amount that I've been playing so far, but that's the truth of it. I'll probably wind up playing this game for, a little bit every now and then, just because my interest is so piqued with this game that I can't help but delve into it a little bit further. And it's actually fun, too. I like how they're kind of tying the whole, like, an Age of Empires type of building and resource gathering, and tying that into, like, a strategy battle that's separate from this. So, like, I don't think you're going to have armies invade your castle and, like, start destroying the things that you've built in here. I think this is kind of like, a safe haven. But when you go to the battlefields or the challenges, that's where you're putting your heroes at risk. So this whole resource management and troop management really is complicated and fun if you're into this kind of thing. And I don't mind. I like playing Age of Empires, so to me, this is something that I probably enjoy playing. And it's free. So far I haven't seen anything that leads me to believe that the store is absolutely necessary, which is a good thing, because some of these games that just try to shove the store down your throat really kind of turn you off if you're only interested in some casual play and you don't want to have to be forced into spending a boatload of money. So check it out. It's available on Steam, as Most of the games that I've been reviewing recently are also available on Steam, free for download, free trial, and they're all pretty much store based. So try it out, give it a shot, see what you think. And this is Game Video signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next game.